take credit. They pressured us into 23 turnovers. We knew they were a great half-court defensive team. You know, the big shot that Harmon made, that's a senior, knocking down a big three. But I thought, you know, we competed. It was a better performance than we gave last year here, I can tell you that. But, you know, we just turned the ball over too many times. You know, they get 20 points off of turnovers. You know, we shoot 56%, 40% from threes. Usually that's good enough to win, but when we turn the ball over 23 times, that's not good. So give them credit for you know, how they played, the effort that they gave, and give Harmon credit for the big shot.
Coach, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What qualities makes their defense so?
They're just tough, hard-nosed kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're relentless. You know, and that's a credit to them as players and their coaching staff.
Could you talk about Eric Mosley and Charlon Kluge's performance there?
Yeah, you know, we knew coming in here that they were going to be pressured, and they made some good plays and they made some bad plays, and they're not going to get any more pressure from anybody, you know, the rest of the season. So it's, to me, it's a great learning experience for those two guys, and hopefully they'll take this experience and learn from it.
Coach, you were up 9, I think, a couple of times,
Yeah.
and they came back. Well, why couldn't you get over the hump and maybe get at the double digits and put them away? What happened there?
I would love to know. Do you have any answers? And they're a good team. You know, they turned us over. They're a good defensive team, and you know, we had it to 9. Things were going well, but you know, a good team's going to fight back. They're not going to give up. You know, and they didn't give up, and you know, it became a game. We knew it was going to be. You know, it's a game of runs. And, you know, we made our run, and they made theirs.
Can you talk about just the defensive tenor of this game? Your team for long stretches took away a lot from them that they usually get.
Yeah, you know, it's two. You know, we've really worked on our half-court defense, and I thought our guys did a decent job at times. You know, at times we broke down, and then again, you know, when you turn the ball over 23 times, it's hard to have, you know, good half-court defense. But I thought, you know, two good teams, you know, playing hard, and you know, it came down to the wire, which it should have.
Coach, Eric hit some big shots offensively, but it seemed like Charlon maybe handled the pressure and you know, maybe better with the ball handling today there. Did you get that?
No, I'd have to watch the tape. I have no idea.
You saw Kent firsthand in the scrimmage a few weeks back. How do those two teams compare?
Yeah, you can't compare that. That's apples and oranges. It's, you know, a scrimmage in a game are two different things.
Coach, talk about Andrew's performance today.
30 played, you know, got in foul trouble. You know, 5 fouls in the second half. You know, none at halftime. You know, it hurts when he's not in the game, but I thought when he was in there, you know, shooting 9 for 14 and 4 blocks, I thought he did a terrific job for us.
Did you think you had that last play stopped today?
You never have the last play stop until we get the rebound. You know, they executed a good play and knocked down a tough shot.
Coach obviously did it all last year with turnovers.
Say it again?
They did it all last year, turning people over the first 2 games this year, 48. I mean, is it just that press is just that good, or is it?
It's not the press. It's the half. It's not the press. It's the half court man-to-man. It's getting into the ball, and just like I answered the question before, it's, you know, those guys are hard, tenacious defenders, and that's what they do.
You guys think you could have done differently than you were doing?
You know, we shot 56%. You know, so you know, they got into us. We made some silly mistakes. We carried the ball a couple times, and you know, sometimes their pressure was significant.
You had a really good game against them up at your place a couple of years ago. You know, really played well to open your season. And obviously, you mentioned that the last game here wasn't that close, but today's game was terrific too. Is this a series that are there more games contracted for? Or?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Coach, without Nicholson, how do you think your team played? Because you may be faced with that down the road.
Yeah, I thought we handled it okay. You know, he went out with 3 minutes and 3.5 minutes, and I thought our guys did okay. You know, we're better when he's in there. You know, doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. But I thought our guys hung in there, and we practiced with him not in the game. So it's just hard when you don't have your all-league player, you know, at the end of the game, especially against a team that's giving you that much pressure.
We have time for 2 more questions.
The fact that you turned the ball over 23 times, but it came down to the very last possession, and you still had a chance there. Can you take something out of that?
Yeah, you know, it's hard to take anything out of a loss, but I think, you know, having, you know, young point guards, I think they can learn from it. You know, and it gives you, you know, if we can take care of the ball, then you know, we have a chance to be a good team. But at the same time, you know, that's what Cleveland State does. And it's, you know, it's easy to say if we took care of the ball better, you know, we would have won. But that's one of their staples, you know. So it's, you know, give them the credit.
Coach,
Final
what you
question
told-
for Coach Schmidt.
Coach, what you told the guys after the game?
Just gotta continue to work hard.
All right, thanks, Coach.